Most people can agree that animal cruelty is wrong. But what most people don't know is that buying from a breeder actually will support animal cruelty. 90% of the puppies you see in pet stores will come from puppy mills. And what can we do to stop this? We need to adopt. By adopting dogs and cats from shelters rather than purchasing from breeders, it will not only save you money, but it will also stop the funding of puppy mills and save the lives of animals from being put down. One of the biggest differences between adopting and purchasing from a breeder is the cost. It will save you lots of money by adopting. Adoption fees are usually less than $200, and they include services like spaying, neutering, shots, and a microchip. The fee is smaller, usually if the pet is older, because they are seen as less adoptable. Shelters will usually offer discounts and waivers during special events that take place there. Most breeders do not include these services. An animal alone will cost between $500 and $1,000, and then on top of that you will be paying for things like fixing, vaccinations, health tests, and more. The total for this can be up to nearly $2,000. More than likely, that $1,000 that you paid is going to a puppy mill. According to the ASPCA website, a puppy mill is a large-scale breeding facility where profit is given priority over the well-being of the dogs. The dogs are kept in small cages, usually stacked on top of each other and packed next to each other. Usually, more often than not, there is more than one dog in the cage. The cages are not cleaned either. They are very dirty and not well kept. They usually are covered in fur, feces, and other things. Because of this, dogs usually face many health issues along with it, including epilepsy, hip dysplasia, blood disorders, heartworm, fleas and ticks, upper respiratory infections, and kennel cough. Female dogs are usually given little to no recovery time between litters. These puppy mills will also use inbreeding in order to create a better profit. This inbreeding will lead to many health problems for the puppies, including heart disease and respiratory infections. Dogs are supposed to be kept with their mother up until they're 8 weeks old, but these puppy mills, in order to create more profit, will sell the dogs before that by falsifying records. And most people believe that a pet store will be better, but usually, more often than not, they are supported by the puppy mills. Pet stores will claim that they will only use puppies given to them by breeders with USDA license. But what they won't tell you is that these licenses are required for all breeders, including the puppy mills, so puppy mills will be licensed by the USDA. But on top of saving the lives of the puppies within the puppy mill, you will also be saving the lives within the shelters. Overcrowding in shelters leads to animals being put down. Every year, nearly 2.7 million animals are put down. That is equivalent to the population of Nevada. The fear of getting a crazy animal is usually what turns people away from adopting. But what they don't realize is that there are older dogs within the shelters that are usually considered to be unadoptable and are left there to be put down. Most pets in the shelter won't be adopted. For dogs, 35% of them will be adopted. 31% of them will be euthanized. And we see the same numbers with cats. For cats, 37% will be adopted, while 41% of cats entering the shelter will be euthanized. It is hard to estimate the number of stray animals in the United States, but the ASPCA website reports that there's probably about 70 million stray cats right now. Every year, dogs will have one litter of puppies with about 4 to 6 of them. Cats will have 1 to 2 litters with 4 to 6 kittens each time. This is where the issue lies. The biggest problem is that strays are not fixed and they are roaming the streets, and only about 10% of the animals that are entering a shelter will be fixed. In order to stop the cruelness, we should adopt, not shop. It not only will save you money, but it will also save the lives of millions of animals across the country. And if you can't adopt, there are other ways to help. You can volunteer. You can volunteer at your local ASPCA or contact your local rescue shelter. You can also donate. You can donate money and supplies. Many shelters are looking for supplies like shoes and blankets. And one of the biggest things that people often forget to do is by spreading the word. Lots of people don't know about the horrors of puppy mills, and that means it's our job to let people know so that they will adopt, not shop. I have also included the Lancaster SPCA contact information on the 5th slide of my presentation if that's where you want to go to. So, in conclusion, the best thing to do is to adopt, not shop.